Get that trash bag in there.
Oh, sure.
Well, I just don't want it in the picture. I mean, it's not like anybody doesn't have trash. Just
It doesn't belong in the picture.
no. Trash happens just like shit happens.
So that does.
Mm-hmm. 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 I got two faces looking now. They're like, meh. Sort of like when Jake's like peeking over the edge of the bed or something.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm posting my YouTube channel on Facebook and seeing if it's showing up. Look on your phone to make sure it is.
Okay. Yeah. I see you.
You do?
Yeah.
I like the Christmas story thumbnail.
Me too.
It's pretty damn funny. What's
You're
up?
lagging by like 2 seconds. That's about it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, holy hot diggity. Well, holy hot diggity. Hey, share this rowing to some people then, and appreciate that. Either way, the video is rolling live. People can go back and watch it, you know. So I don't care if 5 people are watching it. Scott Toft just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, Scott. Salute to you there. Thank you for subscribing. So doing something a little different here. I'm not selling anything, but what I am doing is, you know, it's one thing. It's one thing, guys, if it's one time or once in a blue moon. But when I have somebody who's constantly pick, and Susan, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Pick.
Oh, it's been constant.
Pick. And he probably does this. He probably does this to his relatives and family and drive them nuts. He's probably everybody knows that family member that comes to a family function or picnic and they're like, oh shit, they're here. Here goes. Pick. And I'm like, you know, I give people a lot of attention. I mean, hell, a lot of people tell me I need to put up a wall as far as like my own privacy versus like where people just override. Like, I couldn't be, I can't even be in the middle of getting a nut fucking without somebody going, hey, you got another issue of Fire Lord? You got Fire Lord's first appearance? And I'm like, what the fuck? But I mean, constantly, like, I can't be at the gym that I didn't get like 5 or 6 people going, hey, do you remember in one of 5 nights that the book that I got 30 minutes into the second night? I'm like, what? That's like going to a clerk at Walmart and asking them what they sold you in your grocery buggy 3 or 4 days earlier. They're going to look at you like you've lost your goddamn ever-living crazy minds. I mean, this is a studio. This is not my home. Like, a lot of people are used to these guys that are running auctions out of their basement or, you know, in the garage in the backyard or on in their front rooms, and how I used to do that. And then I moved up in the world. And I did that in the middle of recovering from a broken leg, right, Susan?
Yeah.
In the middle of moving to another home after, you know.
That's been a problem.
Yeah, so but I did that. I got a new studio right here, you know, in warehouse in the back. I mean, I'm running, you know. So when I'm at home after an auction, I'm not going to be carrying everybody's orders there. You know, it's here. I keep the stuff here where I've got a great security system, you know, in place. You know, I keep my business here and my personal life at home. But anyways, so Ed Stakira, you see his name in the title here. Probably a good guy or something, but dude, it's not worth the headache of having someone constantly, the kid at school that always was asking for a water break, or if you played sports, that kid, the kid, the kid who was constantly asking for water breaks or running to the bathroom in the middle of practices. Some real shit. What's up, Jeremiah and Rowan? And I'm just like, what the hell? So anyways, without further ado, I've got Ed Stakira's stack here, and I'm sure he's watching. He blocked me on Facebook. Don't worry, I'll block you back, which is not smart. One doesn't usually block somebody after they've paid $645 and the books haven't shipped yet.
That just tells me he knows you're reputable and that you'll send the stuff.
Right, he does. He knows I'm reputable. I'm going to send this stuff because I've sent him, dozens of other orders without any incident other than the fact that he continually is like, that doesn't sound right. Of course, he sent me this message earlier today, going, hey, the order's off. There's a big $200 delta. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. The $200 delta. That's a big delta, the difference he's saying. And I'm like, did you even respond back to your first invoice from the, after the first two auctions? And he's like, I didn't get an invoice. And then I scroll back in my messenger history. I went back in my messenger history and I was like, as a matter of fact, I was like, hold on a minute, let me go. I was like, yeah, it is. It's right there. So I screenshotted it to him where I sent him an invoice, right? Then his rebuttal is, I didn't see that because you sent me too many spam messages. I go, oh, bullshit. That never stopped you before. And spam messages, that guy sent me all sorts of shit and wanted to chat me up and talk. I'm like, no, that's fine. I said, I won't send you no more. Information about auctions, pictures of any comics or things I have for sale. If I don't tell you guys, if I don't tell you about the books that I'm getting, then you're not going to know. So if I get a Journey into Mystery number 83 or whatever, or if I get an Amazing Spider-Man 1, you might want to know. Have I sold them books on here? Yes, I have. Anyways, I'm going to do Ed's total. So, so hi, Ed. I know you're watching like a creeper right now. You're like a sicko in the night watching me and shit, probably playing with your pud. Okay? Got this book here, Savage Submariner, number 69. $10. You got Watchmen, number 1. You bought that, $40. You've got Moon Knight, number 37. You got that for $10. Let's see here. They got this other Moon Knight here for $10. This is Ed Stakira. We'll show you. You got that one for $10. We go round and round with this. I'm not, and don't get any idea, guys. I'm not doing this for every damn person. This has been a ongoing deal where it's one nitpick after the next. I mean, it was painful when I was doing the damn mystery stacker on my Facebook Live auction. Was it not, Susan?
Yeah.
He's constantly like, give us more hints.
Constantly asking questions. No more hints. No more hints.
One more hints.
there's always one more. And then he asked a very specific one, and we answered it, and it was to his favor.
Yeah.
He was asking about Rocket Raccoon being in the stacker. Pete
That's
said,
crazy.
Yeah. And he didn't answer, didn't bid.
I will start over again. I want you to go through the numbers here. $20, $10, $10, $10, $10, $15, $20, $10, $10, and I'm doing this. I'm sore as shit after going to the gym earlier. I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm feeling the burn because
I'm feeling it.
I did bent over rows. I did a lot of bicep stuff. Particularly my arms feeling it.
Yeah.
$10. And I gave this to him for free. Mr. fucking pizza fucking dishonest person. I mean, you guys know that. Rowan and Jeremiah know I give shit away for free. There you go. There's another $25 one. 10, 10, 20, 10, 10, 15, 5, and 5. That whole stack there was $305. Now I've got graded books here for him too, but I'm gonna grade it over again. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add them up over again. That's 305. So we got, I'll turn them around backwards. You got, and we wrote it in marker in red. 5, 5, 15, 10, 10, 20, 10, 10, 25. And what price was on? Look at that. The store price is $34.95 on that tag. He got it for $25. Yeah, that's because we're the home of the good deal. Let's not forget the free book he got. Shit, most auctions. That's the most. And most of these fucking bullshit auctions. That's their final giveaway of some piece of shit like this. Book, I give away like $300, $400, $500, $600 books. 10, 15, 5, 10, 40, 10, 10, 10, 20, 15, another 10, another 10, another 10, plus 20, $305. Absolutely. I can tell you right now, in the last 5 years, between Facebook Live, which and YouTube, just I've recently started doing on here, but in the last almost 5 years on Facebook Live, I could promise you, I've given away total between silver, gold, early Batman stuff, Hulk 181s, Hulk 180s, FF Fantastic Four number 48, first Black Panther 52, giving away stuff like this. You know, I just gave away an Amazing Spider-Man 316. In fact, Dave Miller won that one. This stack is $305 total here that you committed to. Now I'm going to add up the graded books. This stack ended up being $305. Thank you, David. And what's up, cuz? Good to see you. I mean, but when I tell some, what's insulting is Susan and I double check. We not just double check, we triple check. Okay? I've got a pretty goddamn fucking high IQ. Okay? I got 165 IQ. Okay? You know, I'm not like some people like Ed that say he said he has a brain like Pentium. I'm like, yeah, more like Atari fucking 2600. I was going to say a Microsoft 98, but I said no, more like Atari 2600 or the Odyssey or fucking Pong. Fucking a brain like Pentium, whatever. He has a brain like Pentium, but he totally missed an invoice that was like this big. I sent to him in his fucking messenger fucking history. I never had any issue with Pete, except he won't talk dirty to me when I ask, but the books are great. I like that. Yeah, bottom of red wine, and then I fucking, if you want me to fucking get rowdy, fucking Tracy Marks brought me a bottle of wine one time. The video was taken off of Facebook because I got pretty, I said a lot of crazy shit in that video, and Facebook deleted it. Like, they're like, nah, you know, all scared, like, that's offensive words. Offensive word, Cyrus. You know, get out of here. People fucking need to lighten up. Let me tell you something, folks. If I can contribute anything in this world, it's going to be lightning to fuck people up. I was talking to a young man at the gym earlier, and I said, if I could contribute one thing to society to give back, would be to lighten the fuck people up. I mean, lighten them the fuck up. I mean, people really do need to lighten the fuck up. I mean, really do. So that stack is $305 is what Ed Stakira's total is, okay? All right? Little fuck you so far, okay? Like I said, if you're gonna fucking keep nitpicking at me, then I'm gonna do like this. If we're on the wrestling mats and you're trying to climb out of bounds, I'm gonna fucking grab you by your goddamn ankle, get it in like that, and drag you fucking in bounds, center fucking ring, center of that fucking squared circle, and get the spotlight on. And that's what we're doing right now. We're getting that spotlight on. We're at $305, $72. Pentium Ed. We're at $377. Oh, and by the way, let me see. How many people would love to buy this book for $72 fucking dollars? All right? Not for nothing, but you fucked me up the ass on that one. All right? Oh, look. Silver Surfer number fucking 10, 7.0. What did you get it for? $105 measly dollars. I mean, you should be ashamed of yourself fucking even bitching right now. Here's the thing, okay? Here's the fucking thing. So, bitching about your invoice after you pay $105 for this book that's worth probably 2.5 times that, and then only paying $72 for this gem, you ought to just keep your fucking mouth tight, shut, just like they told you in the Marine Corps. Fucking, anyways, we're at $482 after those two books. Oh, look, we're at $531. We're getting real close. Because this one here was $49. Hey, I can hear him now. I don't remember winning them. Bullshit, motherfucker. You had your bucket-headed ass sitting right in front of your fucking phone doing that while you were beating off for shit, okay? Then you got this book for $69. All right? So now we're going to add 69 to that. Someone's feeling kind of wrong right now. Oh, look, we're at $600. And after he's challenged me right earlier, and he's going, and then he's starting to recount through things, going, "Oh, I didn't figure in shipping." He's sent me a message going, "I didn't figure in shipping." I'm like, "Oh shucks." Well, you got fucking 4 graded books. You want me to shove them into a media mailer and send them to you? Oh, but wait, there's more. How about this huge ass fucking stack of books? Okay, first of all, I can tell you right now, the most of these you want to put in one medium flat rate box is 3 of them. Okay, and that's cutting it close. Okay, that could be done. Okay, now you have 4 of them. Okay, so this one's already going to need another fucking medium flat rate box. Okay, so what I'm going to do this is medium flat rate box, medium flat rate box. I'll tell you right now, ain't no way in hell. Right, just slap a shipping label on them. I'm sure that's how that fucking no, that's right. Zach wouldn't send them to you. He'd just fucking he just take your money and keep the books and sell them again 5 times over, and then tell you what a jolly good great fellow fucking he is, and fucking and have a sympathy auction and begging everybody for fucking forgiveness. Hey, I fucked you up the ass for $750,000, everybody, but it's okay. Don't worry about that. Fucking, I'm gonna ask for forgiveness. I wish it was that easy.
I mean, legally, all you gotta do is slap an address on something and they'll ship it.
Well, you know, back in the day, this is like, I'm talking like, it stopped somewhere around the 1920s or maybe 30s. But before that and earlier, people could fucking put a goddamn postage tag on a child.
Yeah.
And ship them across country on a bus or on a fucking train.
Did it. A lot of people
did it. They shipped the goddamn kid. And what happened was they had a goddamn, like a steward stay with them for the trip. They'd have like an adult steward. I wonder how many of them kids went fucking missing. We can't find your kid. There's no tracking here, you know? Like,
sorry, no tracking number.
Fuck me. I don't know where Sally is right now, but the last time I heard she was in Missouri, that's where the tracking stopped. I'm sure fucking one of these sickos got a hold of her. You know. God. So anyways, so here you go. Another medium flat rate box. Okay? Unless you want me, Ed, to shove your fucking books and jam them into the fucking, remember, I got to put cardboard and bubble mailer and everything around these. I got to put bubble mailer all around them. Unless you want me to jam that huge ass stack, you can do the Marine Corps math for me here. I don't think you want fucking me to shove those into these. Yeah, and I don't think these really fit in the goddamn envelope. So guess what you got? You got $45 shipping, and that's under it, okay? Because medium flat rate costs around $15.50. I think $15.50 or $15.60 per medium flat rate box. And I'd do it through the USPS website, okay? I'm here to tell you right now, you've got $45. So these 2 stacks totaled $600 plus 45 shipping. Oh, look at that, Edward. What's up there, Edward Scissorhand? Oh, look, we're right. Wow, whoopee, a Zeppelin. Boo, yeah. So here's the thing. I'm not responsible if you're off, trying to suck 5 different people's dicks who are hosting auctions at the same time as mine. Okay, that's your fault. Okay, if you're running around like a wild child inside of some fucking arcade and running amok, that's not my fault. Because most of the time I get these people who go, "Oh, I get it all the time in the middle of an auction." they'll be sending me a message going, "Hey, did I win that first appearance of Donald Duck?" I'm like, "I don't know. Did you win it?" "Hey, did I win He-Man's first appearance, or did I win that G.I. Joe #1 or the Spider-Man #50? I'm like, "I don't know. Did you?" This is in the middle of an auction where in one night we might process 1,500, couple thousand books. I mean, we fill up like long boxes and shit, and graded book boxes. How do I know? And I can't stop the auction. I can't go, "Oh, well, let me stop the fucking auction there, Billy." Making the name up. "Let me stop the auction there, Billy." And so we'll just drop. Everybody hold your fucking cocks, okay? Drop your cocks and grab your socks, okay? We're going to fucking stop the auction for Billy so we can see if he won a $5 buy it now fucking 25 minutes ago while he was over in fucking Sid Barrosa's fucking auction or jacking off at somebody else's goddamn fucking auction, okay? I can't help it if you're hanging out in, fucking some hero's fucking place fucking or whatever, I don't give a fuck, all right? But that's your fault for doing that. And that happens a lot. These guys go, "Oh," I love it when they say they weren't doing it. They'll go, "Oh, I had my hand up the child's ass, or I was fucking playing with the cat, or I was watching a movie." Well, you shouldn't be watching movies and doing auctions. You shouldn't be watching movies and doing auctions. Yeah, another fucking thief. Yeah, he is a fucking thief. He is a fucking thief. Rowan, did you get your books from Sid yet? Some of these guys watching right now love him, man. They think he's fucking sexy, boy. They're ready to give that hillbilly some more fucking money. I ain't kidding you, man. I told Ed, I said, if you think that I'm dishonest, you don't like what I do. I told Ed, I said, you could go check out Zach or fucking Sid. They'll take care of you. I said, hell, at least you get your books from me. They might send you a really nice detailed invoice and then turn around and stick it to you right in the behind. Rowan, did you get your shit from him finally? I know the last time I talked to Rob, he was hanging on for hope. I'm like, "Oh, okay." What's up there, Rowan? Did you get your shit? The silence tells me you haven't got your shit. That's terrible. I don't know how anybody sleeps like that. Oh, yeah. So Sid Barroso owes you over 2,000 of comics, and I'm the one who he ripped off the least. Oh, no, there are people he screwed over for bigger numbers. I think Rob's the one who got screwed the most. Fucking, but I can't do this every time. I can't do this every fucking time. You ain't getting them books. You better sit. You seriously? You got a better chance of getting into Mar-a-Lago at Trump's fucking estate than fucking getting your books from them. Shit. And he lies about everything. He lied about having a flood. He lied about being burglarized. And this was the best part, okay? Here's the best part. Fucking, it never ceases to amaze me how naive and gullible these guys. Look, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of comic people, look, I'm a comic nerd, okay? I'll wear the fucking, I'll wear the badge. I'll wear the badge. I'm a comic nerd. But a lot of the guys in this business, these predators know this. Like that one dude from Kentucky, Bruce, fucking ripped off a ton of fucking people. I mean, he ripped off people for thousands of dollars. A lot of you guys probably, who've only been on here for a year or two, probably don't know about that dude. But that guy, Bruce in Kentucky, he ripped off people big time, way worse than Sid. But he took some people to the fucking bank. And here was the best part. He reappeared on Facebook again, but he was emptying out a storage locker he had bought, that guy from Kentucky. And then all of a sudden, some of the people he ripped off were commenting on the video going, "Hey, Bruce, how are you doing? Good to see you, Bruce. These are people he ripped off. These people like that, they will prey on you guys. And that's what really gets you mad. They'll prey on you guys and take advantage of you. So, you know, they see this. They see people who don't get out their house much other than work, or even worse, they stay at home working from home and basically hide in a closet with a flashlight under their chin, hiding under a pile of clothes going, "Hello, Luke, I am your father." Oh, he's got more. Seriously, he's got a 52 card deck of excuses. Shit, a 52 card deck. He's got a revolving fucking Hoyle deck of cards fucking excuses. Okay, please do. But no, I mean, I might tell people what to do with themselves or to go practice fucking off. But I'll treat you good. I'll fucking take care of you. You're going to get what you paid for. And Ed, you're going to get everything here you paid for. And, you know, I apologize for being pissed off here. But, you know, I really don't have time for the nitpicking. Okay? I really, really don't. You know, I mean, the other night, Susan will tell you, she'll echo this with me, that we were doing a stacker. And you can look at my last YouTube live video. We had a stacker of like graded books. And it was like chiming in like a 5-year-old. Give us more hints. Give us more hints. And I'm like, there are 2 major Spider-Man keys in there. One of them Silver Age. And then he's like, more questions. And I'm like, dude, what do you want me to do? Give you what do you want me to do? Give you an itemized list of everything that's in the mystery stack? Really? I mean, that don't make sense, does it, Susan? No. It ain't much of a fucking mystery anymore if I told you, basically told you.
Oh, I like surprises, but what is it?
Right? Like, how the fuck is it a goddamn mystery stacker if I'm fucking telling you every key? So then he goes, one more question, right? And this is why we're trying to, you know, talk to people about bidding on the stack, which was going way under. That's fine. And Alicia Adams won, so I'm glad, thank God. But, I mean, really? I mean, then after I tell him there's 2 major Amazing Spider-Man keys in the stack and one of them Silver Age, then he's like, is one of them is one of the books in there have Rocket Raccoon? And Susan, how was it? I was like, yes, there is a Rocket Raccoon in the stack. That wasn't good enough. He wanted to keep prodding. And here was the best part. Then the motherfucker don't even fucking. Then he does every time we're answering him, and this is annoying. Every time we're answering his questions, like when I answered his questions on the Spider-Man, when I told him there was 2 key Spider-Mans and one was Silver Age, no response back, right, Susan?
No.
Radio fucking silence. And then I'm like, okay. And then he pops up again with, you know, later on with another question about the Rocket Raccoon thing, and I'm like, yes, there is a Rocket Raccoon key book in there, which was the Hulk 271 first Rocket Raccoon. It was like a 9.4. I'll tell you what, a lot of people fucking were eating crow after seeing everything that came out of that stack, were they not? Susan?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it went for nothing, and there was some fucking amazing shit in there.
Right. I mean, but after we answered him about the Rocket Raccoon book being in there, he went radio silence again. I don't know. If I go into a clothing store, I'm not going to be hitting up the fucking the people where people working on the floor with a million questions and then walk out of there and not buy one fucking, you know, the thing. I mean, yeah, I know. Yeah, he bought books here, but I'm talking about the stacker. He was asking all these questions and he wasn't even bidding. He couldn't even get it up to fucking get a courage to fucking bid. I mean, good God. Hey, don't bother. I don't know how you guys are, but Rowan, you've got some stuff for sale online right now. He's got a bunch of Batman stuff for sale. I mean, how annoying is it when someone starts hitting you with a million questions about your Batman Adventures 12? He's trying to sell, by the way, folks, if you're looking for a Batman Adventures 12, a really nice copy, I think it's a CGC 9.2. Rowan's got it for sale. You can check him out on Batmite's Fifth Dimension. But, you know, it'd be like somebody asking 2 million questions, running you through the gauntlet, especially when you're in the middle of a busy fucking day, and then all of a sudden they just fucking ghost you. You know, come on, guys. You know, shit. At least if you're going to fucking question the fuck out of the motherfucker at at least if you're going to question the fuck out of the waitress at Red Lobster about appetizers, at least buy some goddamn mozzarella sticks. You know? Anyways, but this past auction series, I think overall it wasn't my best one. It wasn't my best auction series, but I will say this: it turned out better than I thought. I made some mistakes. Let me see exactly, Kevin. His mom died, then she was alive, then she died again. No. Then he crashed a car, then he got COVID, then he claims to be in rehab and impersonated his daughter, so I would stop threatening him. That's too funny. Yeah, what's a good night, Jeremiah. I got on my rant. Oh, Brett Swizz is saying that too. He was so annoying during the stacker.
Yeah.
Because Brett was a bidder on that. He was a player.
Yeah.
And Brett wanted, Brett, you wanted me to call the auction and say, hey, maybe you win. I mean, yeah, that's annoying. It's annoying. So, see, that's just it. That's just it. I pinned that one. Yeah, he's talking about Pentium Ed. He was fucking annoying during the stacker. I mean, here you are, some 40-something-year-old guy, or how old you are, and you're acting like a child, going, "Are we there yet? Can I go outside to the water fountain and drink, please?" I mean, come on. Yeah, but maybe I could set up Ed and Sydney on a hot date or something. They could hang out together, and then Ed could spend some money with them, and then wonder where his books are. In this situation, your books are going to ship out this week, Ed. I'm not going to fuck you over, okay? And you need to really fucking fact check yourself before you go and start hitting me up about challenging me on an invoice. All right? We triple, quadruple. We've checked your stuff 5 times over now, okay? And it all came out to $645 after shipping. And the best part was, yeah, there's a reason why it's a mystery auction. And I confronted him about this because I called him on the phone today because I got tired because he kept sending me all these stupid messages. And I was like, what did I say? I said, dude, you were annoying as shit. I told him he was annoying as shit during the fucking mystery stacker. And his thing was, I said, dude, you asked 50 million fucking questions, more than anybody who was actually bidding on the stacker. I go, then you fucking weren't even, bidding after you asked all these questions. So that was holding the auction up. And anyways, nevertheless, fucking just a big bag of wind there. I'm trying to remember who Sixpence is. Do you remember who Sixpence is? I can't remember. I know it was somebody.
It's me.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's actually Susan. It's actually Sudan. But I mean, like huh?
You said hi, so I said hi.
Okay. Okay. Well, Sixpence is Sudan.
Yeah.
But that's Smokey Sudan on here saying hi to everybody. No, I mean, if I'm guilty of anything, it was giving him a free book. I mean, what? You want me to charge you for the free book? I mean, what? Oh, no, charge me for the free book? No, fuck, man. I mean, I guarantee I've given you something free. I'm talking about Ed. I guarantee you, Ed, I've given away something free every order. And sometimes multiple. So if there's anything I'm guilty of is that. And maybe guilty of cussing too much and maybe telling people to fuck off too much. But
personally, I think he's just trying to get one over on you.
You know what? Susan thinks to go ahead.
I mean, because this is a recurring thing. And every time you count it out for him, take pictures for him.
I've done that.
And, it always comes out exactly what we said. And then he comes back auction or two later. Hey, I don't think it was right.
He does. And the very fact he ignored his first invoice I sent him and then acted like he didn't see it. Okay, if you're at least gonna fucking challenge,
he was hoping to get lost in the mix.
He was hoping to get lost in the mix. Like as if I'm gonna forget like $400 something. like as we're big a dumbass as you are, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm that stupid. I didn't see the message from you. Oh no, okay. Bullshit. I bet you if I sent him a message, I am depositing $3 million in your account today. I bet you that motherfucker would have saw that message. He would have been. He'd been $3 million Soros. You know, seriously. He'd have been all about that. He'd have been groping me and everything and acting all fucking happy like a queer at a weenie roast, man. He'd have been excited. He would have been stoked. He'd be like, "Yay, I'm getting $3 million." He'd have got that message. It's the fucking messages where he owes money he don't see. It's kind of like people who ignore, you know, getting a gas or electric bill in the mail for their bills or utilities, and then wonder why their cable TV, their electric and gas is out. You know, shit, fucking yeah. Stick your head in the sand, Ed. So I told Ed right before I came into the studio, he tried to beg me not to go live. So I don't think he wanted me to do this, but that's fine. I don't care. Because like I said, you try to climb outside the ring, I'm going to grab you by your fucking ankle, and I'm going to bring you back fucking into the center. And I'm going to bring you center ring, and we're going to bring out the fight bell. And we're going to fight. Boom! You know, everybody like my shirt. Sasquatches, UFOs, and aliens giving peace sign there.
Love it.
That's a badass shirt. Pretty badass. Therapist free book.
That's funny, isn't it?
It is. But you know, you had to feel like a clown. You have to feel like the ultimate ass clown. You have to feel like the ultimate ass clown to fucking you gotta feel like the ultimate ass clown to fucking challenge somebody on your invoice. And he's done this almost every auction. It's been something. It's always been the hey there, can I go to the bathroom? You know, oh, Jake heard me knocking. You know, like the kid in 5th grade, it keeps on asking Miss Smith, can he go to the water fountain for another drink of water? You know, I'm like, for God's sake, send a kid home with a pair of Huggies on.
The kid with his tongue stuck to the pole is the exact description of Ed right now. It is
exact. Ed, that's Ed. So if you see the thumbnail for this video with the kid stuck to it's Flick from Christmas Story. If you see the picture of Flick with his tongue stuck to the pole, the flagpole, and Ralphie's like, oh shit.
You're over there like Ralphie, like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I'm Ralphie looking at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then the kid with his tongue stuck to the pole, Flick, is Ed. You know, he's like, man, I can't get it unstuck. You know, that's Ed. So that's fucking beautiful. Let me see if I can pull that up. This is the picture. I'll bring it on my phone. I got to get a better thing where I can bring up like a thing on the screen showing that and everything. I want to get better with this shit. I want to get more technological in here, you know, because this is technological warfare. We're using computers and internet now. We're at war, folks. We're at war with people with Pentium brains like Ed.
Dial-up.
Yeah. Good Lord.
He makes Windows 98 look fast.
Yeah, he does. That's bad. There you go. There you go. So here I am. I'm fucking Ralphie there looking like, oh, shit. Oh, snap. And there's Pentium fucking Ed. That's Ed with his tongue. This is Ed right now with his tongue stuck to the pole. Ed's got his tongue stuck to the pole, and he's like, stuck. Oh, God, you know. I don't like it. This is Ed after he realizes he challenges my invoice and starts challenging his totals after fucking off and not paying his first invoice. And then now he has paid me up, guys. He has paid me in full. He's paid me $6.45. But this, I can't get used to the screen here. God blanket. It's fucking YouTube.
He's like Randy. I made a mistake. I made a mistake.
Made a mistake. Made a mistake, Cyrus. There he is. There you go. That's Ed and I. Me, myself, and Ed. That's good shit right there. Ed's got his tongue stuck in Paul right now. He realized he's eating crow. So that's that. You know, then we got that out the way. I thought that was pretty goddamn funny. But so question of the 6 eyeballs watching me right now. Has anybody ever sighted a UFO? Has anybody seen a UFO? Has anybody seen what they believe was a UFO? Or maybe wrote it off and were like, it was probably a hot weather balloon or whatnot. Anybody on here seen that?
Yes.
Rowan's saying he has. That's pretty cool, Rowan. Where'd you spot this at? Obviously you were in Australia probably, right? Tell me a little bit about that. Anybody else? Because, you know, something I'm going to be doing here shortly, and I've been threatening to do this, is doing the UFO paranormal interviews and having people come on here. And I welcome you. Hell, Penny Ahmed can even show up, even though he wanted to talk shit about Bigfoot. But you can even come right here. You can come out here and see me, and we'll have you on video. I'll have you right here in the conversation seat, the chair next to me. Pull up, and you can talk. You can talk to the audience here, or I'm not sure how to do it yet, but I'm sure you can do a split screen. I can do that too, where people can, they from their location be on here talking. I'm still learning. Let me see here. When I was 3rd to 4th grade, this is Dave Miller. When I was in 3rd to 4th grade, we saw something we couldn't explain. Mid Ohio looked like the bat wing. Then it was just gone. You know, a lot of the V-shaped UFOs have been spotted in Ohio. Quite a few sightings there, actually. Yeah, you know what? There are a lot of sightings in Arizona. Arizona's got a lot of them. Well, I mean, hell, you got the Phoenix Lights. You got the Phoenix Lights out there in Arizona. You got the Phoenix Lights out there for one. I mean, it's a tons of them. I mean, whole entire communities saw the Phoenix Lights, and there were other UFO sightings out there too. You see? Outback Queensland, Australia, was sitting around an outdoor fireplace. Everyone was busy drinking. I don't drink. I was looking at stars when a huge flash light up the entire sky, and then the UFO appeared. That's wicked. That's wicked. You know, Susan and I saw, and I don't mind talking about this. Susan and I, it was probably about sometime. Would you say it's about this time last year? Roundabout about this time last year. Susan and I, I'd say it's more like October-ish. I have to look because I posted about it on my timeline. But Susan and I, and we were eating Subway sandwiches. We had been, I'd been to my workout with my personal trainer, and we had probably had just done something involving my auctions. I was wore the fuck out, and so we stopped at a Subway, and there's this old area where some people will pull like their big rig trucks, but it was only at that time there was no big rig there, so it was just this empty lot, and we're across from this old Civil War battlefield. There's a park over there. There's a park and museum over there across the road, and there's a lot of woods around it. And but there's one area where the entry is to the battlefield and all. Not the Petersburg battlefield, but the one out on Route 1. It runs on Route 1. It's called Pamplin Park, Pamplin. It was Route 1 that runs north and south. And Route 1 spans all the way from Key West all the way to Maine. That was the predecessor to that's what was before I-95. Before I-95, you took Route 1 north to south down the Atlantic coast here in the United States. Rowan saying was saucer-shaped craft that didn't obey the laws of physics. And yeah, you know what, Rowan? That's exactly right. I had, like I said, that's what Susan and I observed, right? But ours wasn't really saucer-shaped. It was when we were sitting in the car. I know a bit of astronomy. I'm not going to say I'm an astronomer, okay? That's pushing it. But I know enough to be knowledgeable. And I was, we were sitting in the car. I'm in the driver's seat. And there's like woods on each side of the this Pamplin Park. It's old Civil War battlefield park. And there's a driveway that leads to that museum where we were across the road from it, sitting in a vacant lot. And so there's a big area where there's a clearing where, there's no tree, right, Susan?
Yeah.
And in the sky, I saw something that looked like a really bright star. And I said, it was early evening. It had just turned dark. And I said, you know what? I said, that's Mars. Did I not?
You did.
But
you said that's Mars. And then the daggone thing started moving. And we were like looking at each other and looking at the star, being like,
remember you said you could, Pete, I don't think that's Mars.
Yeah. I said, I don't think that's Mars.
But you were laughing. It was like Susan had her pitch changed. It won't know like casual hippie pitch, like she's a hippie. It wasn't a no shit. It was just a very like serious, like, I don't think that's Mars. Because I'll tell you what Mars did all of a sudden. Okay. Say this is the star. Mars went like this. Boom. And then it came back up like in a plus like formation. And it comes back here, raises back up again, and goes along like there was like only like an area like this where the driveway was to go toward the museum. And there was tree lines on both sides. And all of a sudden it's moving, and you can see at the very top of the tree lines, you can see it lit up behind there, just hidden behind the branches, right, Susan?
Yeah.
Because there's evergreen trees all along there. Like there's big pine trees, so they stay, green all year.
Yeah,
so,
it was over top of Pamplin Park.
Yeah, it was over top Pamplin Park, and it's going along the tree line, and it's heading fucking north on Route 1. But it's behind the tree line. And as it's moving, it gets to the edge of the tree line that stops. As at one point there's an interstate change up there between 85 and Route 1. So it's at the interchange between 85 east and west, and 85 north and south, and Route 1 interchange there. It's the 85 Route 1, Interstate 85 Route 1 interchange. And about the time that it got near that interstate interchange, it changed colors. Did it not, Susan?
It did. It was blinking like green and red.
And it became longer. It wasn't a dot anymore.
Yeah.
It became like
oblong.
It became like cigar shaped.
Yeah.
I'm using the knife because it was like cigar shaped, right? And it started flashing back and forth like on each end, like green, red, 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 green, red. And then all of a sudden it went boom. Susan, that's slow compared to what we saw, right? How fast did that motherfucker take off? I mean, it made, seriously, you've seen a jet in the sky before. That thing defied physics, did it not?
It did.
You ever seen an aircraft move that fast?
Hell no. It was gone.
That motherfucker was out. That shit, that whatever it was like, fuck my life, I'm a silly bear. So like, say all this is the area, getting ready to go out toward the Interstate 85. where Route 1 meets 85. The fucking say spaceship. The spaceship says just say this is where you're seeing it enter the screen. The knife here. It says it's a spaceship. It got so as it's going here and it's getting from about the tree lines, and now it's appeared out in the open again. The motherfucker started flashing red back and forth, and when it was behind the tree lines, it was just a bright dot moving in the top of it, right? And then all of a sudden, it got up to the side of the tree lines, and it started flashing. And it went from when it was when it was above the park, it was like just a glowing orb. But then when it had reappeared after it got past the tree line, it turned like oblong and started flashing green and red. And it was like, it went from moving like this to being boom. I mean, just boom. Let me see what they're saying. When saucer shit craft in the bay. Yeah, debate better laws of physics. Yeah, I mean, that's the same. Your experience runs same as mine. Then Gotham City Comics says fire in the sky. And then you say, same as the craft I seen. It went faster than Mach 3 with no sonic boom. It made no noise, did it, Susan?
Yeah. That's about how it was with this.
Yeah, no fucking noise. No nothing. I mean,
no noise, it was just like there and gone.
The air conditioner over here makes more noise than what that did.
Yeah.
And it was crazy.
It went from one end of the sky to the other in no time.
I have to tell you what, everybody asked, why didn't you do a video? Why didn't you take pictures? Man, let me tell you something. It happened so fast. I will tell you how it started. Okay, here's from beginning to end, right? Where we had been sitting there eating, and we were sitting there watching out the window. There was a lot of Dinwiddie County, if anybody's been to Virginia, is in southeast, Virginia. It's like the sticks. I mean, it's fucking like Grizzly Adams fucking gets pissed off. It's so far out in the sticks. Anyways, we were eating, right? We had a handful of sandwich, and we were admiring that there was, stars out and stuff, we were looking at them. And that one had sat perfectly still, didn't it, Susan?
Yeah.
It just sat there right in front of us. Like this, the star, the little 20-sided dice is actually, I'm using that as a star. It just sat there. And it sat perfectly still. And it was really bright and yellow. And I'm like, it was sitting about the position where Mars would be. And I'm like, now I said it about, we'd been watching that same bright dot in the sky, and I go, that's Mars. As soon as I said that and pointed at it, it's when it started moving. Like I said, it went like this. It went like, Is that, you're seeing the screen, right, Susan? And it's like,
Yeah.
And then it went, boom, up, and then it went here, went like that, boom. I may be missing the pattern a little bit, but it went in a plus pattern and was like doing up and down. An aircraft. I was in the Air Force for a total of 7.5 years. Okay, and I ran a history office for 3 of it. I've been to many Air Force bases. I'm here to tell you now, and I got charts of aircraft on my wall on the other side of the room and stuff. Being an Air Force historian, I'm pretty well versed on my aircraft, and I can tell you right now that there's no way in hell that was if it was our aircraft, then it was real deep fucking top secret, like deep black ops. Because I'm telling you right now, and I've seen some badass aircraft. I'm telling you right now, and the best we have can't go hold position for fucking in the midair for fucking we probably watched that goddamn thing while we were just about done eating, right, Susan?
Yeah, we just finished eating our sandwiches.
Yeah, we were finishing up. And
that star had been sitting there the whole time.
At least 20 minutes.
Yeah.
At least 20 minutes. Let me see what it says.
As soon as you said it was Mars, though, that thing was like, oh, shit.
It did. It was like it was listening. It was crazy. I don't know if it really was, but it was coincidental that
it was interesting.
I'm like, that's Mars. And then it was like, oh shit. Mortal Kombat. Boom. Well, it went behind the trees gliding. And aircraft don't do this. And it was like almost cloaked behind the trees, wasn't it, Susan?
Yeah. Yeah,
and it was
up above the trees and then
yeah,
back down
it
and
stayed
back
right
up.
at the top of the tree lines. And when everybody says to me, and Susan, when we tell them the story, they go, "Why didn't you take pictures? Why didn't you know? Why didn't you?"
Jeez.
Dude, okay, think about
We
this.
were like sitting there in shock.
Most of the time, people don't get a picture of lightning because they don't expect it to be there, right?
Yeah.
You don't.
That would be about like taking a picture of lightning. By the time we thought to start bringing out cameras, that thing was
It's
already
gone.
shooting off into the distance.
It was literally, it was crazy. So, I mean, before I could even react, I mean, think about it. We weren't, I was looking to quench my thirst and appetite eating Subway and drinking maybe some seltzer water, which is my liquid refreshment of choice. Okay. I'm telling you right now, the last thing I was thinking sitting there was that. That's why I was like, though, that's Mars. And as soon as I said that, that motherfucker was like, fuck my life. I'm a silly bear. You know, but you don't, most people don't get a good picture of lightning unless they're sitting out looking for it. If you're not looking for lightning, you're not going to be able to fucking flashlight, it happens so quick. The story, I mean, as soon as it started moving, we were kind of like in what the fuck mode. And at first, when it was happening, I wasn't thinking UFO, right, Susan?
No.
You weren't thinking extraterrestrial, right?
No, we were like, that's weird.
Yeah.
And
I figured that something would materialize that explained it, right?
Yeah, same. I was thinking more like, maybe it's a helicopter.
Something. We thought something. And I can tell you now, and I've rode in helicopters in the military and civilian. I can tell you right now, it was not a helicopter. I can promise you that it was not a helicopter. It was not a helicopter. And first of all, helicopters don't change shape. That did. And I can tell you this much, helicopters do not move as fast as that thing did after it got past tree lines. And it's yeah, absolutely not. But yeah, I'll tell you what, we took it serious enough. We called the sheriff's department. We called the Dinwiddie County Sheriff's Department that night, and we called the dispatch, 911 dispatch, because I didn't know the sheriff's department number, and then they referred me. They actually got the I guess their one of their deputies, one of their sheriff deputies on duty that night. He was the head guy. He was the ranking officer, on post that night out in Dinwiddie County. I got him on the phone, and he didn't actually seem surprised. Did he not, Susan?
No.
How quick did?
I'm pretty sure he was getting other calls. And
Yep.
He was just trying to
How quick did he call us back as soon as I got off the phone with 911?
Immediately.
It was like I hung up with the 911 dispatcher, and then boom! I couldn't even set my phone down. There was like ring, and I'm like, oh shit, who is this? And it said, like something like Dinwiddie Sheriff's Department. I was like, oh shit. Next thing I know, I'm like talking to the man on the phone, the head, sheriff in charge that night, not the sheriff, but I was talking to the guy that was in charge that night, and he really didn't seem that surprised. Susan and now the dispatcher and him both tried to say they didn't get any other calls that night. I'm thinking different. I believe they did, because being that I've been in law enforcement, my first part of my military career, I was law enforcement before I was a historian for the Air Force. And I can tell you right now, I'm an expert on capturing people's pitches when they're talking in the conversation. I could pick up on if someone's bullshitting me or not. Okay, I'm the ultimate. I'm the ultimate at playing a game of bullshit. I'll know immediately if you're bullshitting me. And I ain't saying it's a bad way. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I just know that. And maybe he was told not to tell anybody about other calls, but I could tell in his voice he wasn't surprised at all. Because we even offered to meet him, and right, Susan, and we would meet him at the location we saw it at, and he didn't seem like he wanted to do that either. So, anyways, it was I'd love to see it again. I mean, Susan and I are constantly stretching our.
Oh yeah, we're always looking up at the skies.
Yeah.
After you see something like that, you can't help it.
No, you can't. I had another incident. I've had a couple other incidences with unexplained, aerial phenomena, which is a UAP. People probably have any of you guys ever heard of UFOs being called unidentified aerial phenomena? That was a new term with ATIP, a program that that was funded by Congress. They started coming up with the unidentified aerial phenomena instead of UFO. And I kind of know why. I mean, one of the reasons I'm sure why I don't know this for fact, but I'm sure one of the reasons why they changed it to UAP is that UFO has been so hijacked by movies and pop culture that it probably wouldn't be really a good professional word to use in government research. Would you agree, Susan?
Yeah.
I mean, really, UFOs. I have the largest UFO flying saucer front cover collection in the world, hands down. I promise you that. I pulled one of them out. I brought it out the other night, and I love this cover. I heart this cover. It's one of the coolest. I got a few of my books in here that are UFOs. I think I had them with me by accident. Yeah, I got them right here. Some people think that, Pete's UFO collection must be all fucking, $5 million Frazetta cover books from the 50s. No, I do have stuff earlier than that too, but I'm saying my collection could be something like this. That's actually Hawk Girl's first appearance, but it also has a spaceship. It has a saucer-shaped spaceship down here, and Flash happens to be roundhouse kicking what is called it's Flash versus the Spider-Man of Mars. That's Flash Comics number 24. Incredibly expensive book. No, I'm not selling it, and if I was selling it, you would cry when you heard the price. It's not a cheap book, and not because I'm putting a crazy price on it. It's actually not a cheap book. But first of all, like I said, it's Hawk Girl's first appearance, and for some people, like the fanboys, will go, "Who cares?" It's actually, she's a significant character in the DC universe. It's Hawkman's fucking brother. He's been all over the comics. But can you do something with Ed's books? I'm tired of looking at them.
Yeah.
And yes, Ed, you will get a tracking number. Everybody, let me explain something. Everybody gets tracking numbers, okay?
Did he ask if he was going to get tracking?
No, he's not even commented on here. He wouldn't dare.
I was about to say he's been around the block with us enough times to fucking know.
Do me a favor, give me a kombucha, hon.
Gotcha.
Seltzer water. I buy heaps of it. But yeah, I do the new and the old UFO covers. This is one that's pretty cool here. Actually, the guy who wrote the book, who did the artwork, actually signed it for me inside personally with a little alien head sketch. And it was signed to Oliver and said, "Enjoy the encounter." And there's a CD inside. I'm gonna play it, but the CD actually has the account from the person who was abducted in this story. Pretty cool. Let me see. Paul Arias glided silently over the slopes of the golf course on a level plane. He came up next to us and asked where the Legion was. He was dressed in black robes. He looked like Grim Reaper but couldn't see. Paul Arias. I'm trying to see where Paul fucking wrote the first part about that. I'm reading his I'm reading his tear up his free book. Okay, I love that one. Let me see. Gotham City Comics AZ. I'm trying to see your Paul Arias. What's he saying? Paul, what are you saying about Gladys suddenly over the slave to the golf course? Paul, it's like he started. Do you see what I'm talking about? It's like he started like halfway through telling me about something.
Yeah.
Paul, where's the first half to that, brother? I'd love to hear that.
It might be that YouTube, because it kind of looks like the same thing happened to Rowan. There might be a certain amount of digits. You're only allowed 200 digits.
Oh, is that it?
Yep, I see 0/200, so you can type out 200 things.
Can I do a screen where it has two people on it here?
I don't know.
Let me see something real quick. I'm doing a poll question here, guys. I want to do a poll question. Let me see. Let me see here. I put a question on there. Have you ever seen a UFO?
Nice.
But you know, we're gonna be doing more and more of this. This is impromptu. This isn't even what this was about. But no, this video was about basically, getting the record straight with somebody who freaking was continually being a pest, and I don't care if it hurt their feelings, but continually being a pest where it was one thing after the next. And I'm like, I don't mind somebody in my auctions asking one question, but it's like 50 million questions and then ghosting us. And then invoice after invoice, it was like every time nitpick. And I'm like, it's insulting when we check everything several times over and over and over. What's this? Who's Fembot? Who's Fembot?
That was the one that was changing their names.
Okay. So that's the tricky rapper dude, because he has he was selling auctions on here. He was selling comics on an auction on here earlier. That's a tricky rapster, what it is. Fembot, I believe, is tricky rapster. It said we were teens at the Legion of Honor in San Francisco golf course that night, smoking weed inside the Legion of Honor. Someone was practicing some creepy Phantom of the Opera music we saw. Okay, gotcha. 67% have said yes. That's nuts. That's nuts. Yeah, I know who you are, Fembot. You're tricky rapster. You have like your own YouTube deal in here. That's fine, dude. But we were addressing somebody earlier who it was a repeat offender on trying to challenge his invoices, and every time they turned up being wrong, just like tonight. So I did a video recounting his entire order. So, yeah. This is my alien head I used from the auction. So I still got the tickets in here from everybody's entries. It was a damn ton of them. I'll use this as after the auctions. I recycle stuff. I'll use these for packing material. Which I got plenty of packing material, but why not use all this nice stuff in here? But That's a UFO. These are some of my UFO covers. I have the baddest ass UFO flying saucer front cover collection. That's 1943 Flash Comics number 24, featuring Hawkman and Flash. There's Hawkman in the corner there. This is also the first appearance of Hawkgirl. Not a cheap book by any remote measure. It's this one's fully intact, complete. I'm not selling it. I mean, somebody would have to pay up a hefty penny, and then but see, it wouldn't make sense because then I'd have to go out there and replace it.
Yeah.
What I like is, you see, it says, in this issue, the Flash and the Spider-Man of Mars. And there you go. You got a spaceship right there in the background, saucer-shaped. And there you go. You got Flash kung fu kicking the goddamn spiders, knocking his dick straight. Good job. I like the World War II propaganda on there. Keep them flying. Right there. But yeah, badass cover there. And like I said, it's Hawkgirl's first appearance too, so that's badass. And then, like I said, this other book is one of these independent comics that it's got a CD inside. It's called December 3rd, 1967. It's about an abductee's account about being abducted. And it's pretty damn cool. Like I said, I've skimmed it. I haven't had a chance because I got this about the same time I was doing my final auction. And I'm one of them. That's a pretty cool story there, Paul. I'd like to hear more about that. But yeah, this book here is wicked. And it's got a CD inside. I like the artwork. There's actually, like a comic in there. The story's being told in comic form. And here's the CD. I like how they got the press play button at the top of it. Look at it, Susan. Look, on the paper, press to play.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, pretty cool. And he signed it to me. To Oliver, enjoy the encounter. I'm going to have to go out there and listen to this disc.
Yeah. Oh, we need to.
We'll listen to it tonight.
Okay.
Why the hell not? I'll even turn over this to you now. Just don't beat it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get it open. There it goes. Oh no, he pulled the disc out. It's not worth $5 billion now. Hell, just put it on in.
Oh, you want me to play it now?
Why not? Why not? Why the hell not? Why the hell not have it playing? I'm not sure if it'll play loud enough that these guys can hear it, but it's pretty damn.
Probably. If they can hear me, they'll be able to hear it.
Really?
I'm sure.
Cool. You guys, if they can hear it, she's put the CD over in her computer. I need to get a decent stereo system in here. There's a lot of stuff I need for my business, but it costs money. And as in the military, we have an old saying that boots cost money. Any of you ex-military guys know that. It's a old little cadence jingle. Boots cost money. Or if some troop was asking about something that was going to be an expense, one of the NCOs or officers would go, "Boots cost money." I've had that heard several times. Not playing? Is it low? Yeah, I can barely. It's like you're whispering over there. I can barely hear it. I'm trying to listen, guys, to like she's playing the CD, but I can't hear it.
Thinking. Oh,
What?
I'm dumb.
Well, don't say that about yourself.
I had the headphones plugged into the speaker.
But that way, if you have the headphones plugged into the speaker, that'll be the problem.
No, there's you. That's a clusterfuck now.
When I was 17 years old, I went into the
Well,
military.
you have to turn your YouTube off.
United States Navy.
That's what I did.
And
I don't think they can hear that unless you got to be able to turn the volume up.
And then from there, I went over to the Far West Command, and I helped
Can you
serve our
hear
flag
this?
and fight for it in
Start it back.
Vietnam,
Start it back
even
over
though
again,
I
huh?
felt it was an immoral act of war.
There you go.
I guess I should tell you a little bit about myself before I get into the experience
The
that I
person
had.
talking is the
I was born in
abductee in the
Missouri.
story, the guy who got abducted.
And I was brought up as a service brat. My father was a careerman in the Air Force. I went to school in Japan, Germany, France, and Hawaii. I jumped around quite a bit, so I didn't get much of an education when I was young. But I did finish it all later. When I was 17 years old, I went into the military service, United States Navy. And my first duty station was in Jacksonville, Florida. And then from there, I went over to the Far West Command. And I helped serve our flag and fight for it in Vietnam, even though I felt it was an immoral act of war. Then,
How long is
coming
that
out
play
of
for?
service, I went back to Missouri and spent a couple of months there. And I went home to
4
Nebraska,
minutes, 54 seconds.
where my folks were.
That'd be a long time to sit here. You think I should play it to them? Playing it? Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Asked if they
I
wanted
wasn't making very much money being out of service.
It's only 4 people.
$2 an hour being a clerk wasn't my bag, really. So I wanted newer feels, so I always wanted to be in law enforcement. So I talked to my father about going into law enforcement.
But I do need to get off here because I've got a lot of work to do.
The state patrol in Nebraska would be a good
And
idea.
it's a lot. I got a lot of work to do. But if anybody ever wants to listen to it, I can put it on one night. It's like 24 minutes, and I'm beat like a fucking drum. But Jesus Christ is on here saying, "What the hell?"
Huh.
And I never thought Jesus Christ would appear. He has come to
Pretty
me.
sure that's Fembot extraordinaire.
I see Fembot made a comment. It's got to be. It's what's his name? It's that Tricky Rapster comic dude on here doing that. That's who's doing it. Tricky Rapster.
Yeah, it's a troll. They came on here being some mushroom Molly, then they were Fembot, now they're still Fembot.
I get a kick out of it.
They came on with a fake peak profile.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Who? He said who? Can I pray to you, Jesus Christ? I mean, you're on my thing. Can I pray to you? Can I ask you for forgiveness and a favor there, Jesus Christ? I never thought I'd be talking to Jesus on V2, but it's right here.
Do you really bless America?
Yes, my son. Woo! Yeah, dudes.
This is what the internet should be.
I swear to God, this is good shit. Jesus, I'm drinking kombucha, man. I have said I'm drinking kombucha, and it's really good.
Healthier than holy water?
Okay, that's a question, Jesus. I now ask you a question. Will you answer the survey if you've seen a UFO? Will you answer the survey on this live feed here? So is Jesus is I want you to answer this question. Is kombucha healthier than holy water? Is kombucha healthier than holy water? Blessed by the Pope. Is kombucha healthier than holy water? That's what I'd like to know. Because it is nectar of the gods.
I swear to God.
This is like remedy kombucha. It'll make you fart though. Not as bad as my pit bull Jake, but it'll make your ass fart. That I guarantee you. I'm trying to grow a beard like you, Jesus. Not really. I got to get shaved. I hate having facial hair. That's for you, Jesus. You can take all the facial hair for me.
You're too funny.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I've been known to be funny sometimes, and people think I'm fucking hilarious. And you know what the truth is? Most of the time, I'm not trying to be funny, and everybody's laughing, and I'm looking at them. I don't know if they're laughing at me, or they're laughing with me, or laughing at what I said. But yeah, everybody's usually laughing when they're like, that was funny. And I'm like, I wasn't trying to be funny. And then they laugh harder because I wasn't trying to be funny. You were doing that earlier today. I'm funny looking but that
You were talking about rock. You were talking about working out, and you had like that rough beats in the mode voice, and you were like, I need to listen to metal. I need to listen to something to get me pumped, even if it's gay ass rocky music. And you just said it so like.
Well, Rocky music is a little bit shaky there. I mean, Rocky movie music. I mean, it's kind of overplayed, you know.
Yeah, but you did it the way only you can.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I would be a matter of fact. I mean, you can only listen to Eye of the Tiger so much before it becomes not what would have been a really like song to motivate. Now, that song is so cookie cutter and been played so much. I just don't think you want to come out to it being badass. So, you know, Jesus told me I was funny looking, and I'm butthurt. I'm hurt now. That
I mean, you made him.
My
so
Lord,
what's that say about you?
My Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, on here has said I'm funny looking. You know, I mean, not for nothing, but you're like supposed to be like my creator and stuff. I mean, so God created man in the image of Himself, right? So if I'm funny looking, then so are you. You know. So this must be a funny looking universe. I made you that way so that people can get a laugh for joy. This is a good one here. I've got Jesus on here one-on-one here, you know. I feel like this is a moment, you know. Maybe I could bring Jesus on to like the live video, like a split screen, and I could have a conversation. Wonder what Jesus really looks like.
George Burns.
Probably George Burns. Most of these millennials don't know who Jesus Christ. I mean, they don't know who, but most of them don't know who Jesus Christ is. But they definitely don't know who George Burns is.
No.
They definitely don't.
This is like that moment where God was talking to John Denver through that speaker.
Yes. What was the movie called again?
Oh God.
Oh God, the movie. Oh God. Yeah. It was.
It was good shit.
Yeah, it was Burt Reynolds in there, right?
Yeah.
And George Burns, and who else was in that movie? Was it
George Burns, John Denver, I think Burt Reynolds was in there, and some other people.
Yeah, pretty good movie. Everyone said, ha ha ha, thanks, Jesus. It's good stuff. And as like I said, I feel kind of honored, man. Salute to Jesus Christ here. What's that?
I'm just laughing at the whole situation.
Jesus, weren't you just at the pub getting nailed?
That's why he's here.
That's why he's here now.
I'm wandering around YouTube and stumbled across.
75% of the people who've shown up on here have said they have seen a UFO.
says something.
Well, yeah, that's more than the national average. That's pretty damn, interesting how that would go. Um, Rowan's girlfriend looks like Hatchet Face.
Oh my God.
That's pretty. Jesus, what do you know about these two characters? Like, what do you know about these two characters? All right. What do you know about Bigfoot? Does he prefer to be called Sasquatch, Bigfoot? And what about this guy? What was the movie with the alien that was smoking pot? What was his name?
Oh fuck.
I forget. But the movie about the teddy bear was Ted.
Yeah.
But yeah. What do you know about these guys? Are they? Do they walk among us, Jesus? Are you one of them? Are they one and the same?
You and your co-host.
Huh?
He says that's you and your co-host.
Is that what he said?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you and your co-host. I see it right now. That's nice. That's nice. So I'm imagining that Susan would be the more petite one here, and that this would probably be me.
I mean, we're both from space, so there you
So
go.
what are you, Jesus? Are you up in these UFOs here, like monitoring? I'd like to know that. I mean,
technically, Jesus is an alien. Is that correct?
he did come from above.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And he comes from a dimension that's not of this planet, but
if Rowan came to the United States, he'd be an alien.
this is true.
And
Rowan is a space alien from Australia.
So, if Jesus isn't from Earth, then he's an alien.
I'm wondering if this is Aaron.
I really do think it's Aaron that's been doing this shit.
You and your co-host.
I mean, I could see Aaron saying, "Yes, my son."
No, Sasquatch is a reptilian inside of a suit,
What the fuck?
using technology to become invisible at will.
What the fuck?
Jesus, I got to ask you a question. Are you a virgin? And does it offend you that I'm wearing these crosses? The movie was Paul. That was the movie.
Oh, okay.
That was the movie. Jesus, do you approve of me wearing these? I've been wearing these for 30 years now, dude.
I guess Paul would know.
Paul, that's true. Paul Arias.
Ha!
Wow. That is a good movie. Do you feel threatened, Jesus? Jesus, do you feel threatened that maybe people will start worshiping the aliens and not you? God. Hey, Mary Magdalene and I had a child.
Someone read the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, somebody did. That's good stuff. That is half the script of Da Vinci Code. That's good shit. So obviously, Aaron Burnley enjoys Remedy kombucha. I'll bring you some down to Florida there, Jesus Christ. I know it's that little fucker down in Florida doing this. He's like, who? He'd be like, who? I'm like, okay, there. All right, there, Jesus Christos. That was his old name on Facebook before he got booted. This is actually funny. Did name it Damien just like the prophecy.
The fuck?
I'm enjoying this. It's pretty fun.
That's good shit.
This is Nectar of the Gods.
Oh, it's good shit. And it's good for you. It's great. It's
Come-
the best thing.
Who's had kombucha? Because this shit is the bomb. And it'll clean out your gut. And I got a pretty big one, so it needs a lot of cleaning. I'm thinking of something here for Jesus again. So you and Mary Magdalene had a child. So you're admitting to getting a boner. You hear we need some music in the background for the timing. Has some space music going through cosmic sounds. I think this Jesus has been hanging out in public bathrooms because he heard about the glory holes.
What the fuck?
Oh no, you're not. Okay, here it goes. Here's the background music. Listen.
There you go.
Jesus is coming. It's happening. Look, the viewers went up when they started playing them.
Yeah.
Now, if I could only get that playing the whole time.
Right.
We got two little UFO models that make those noises in our studio window here. So those were the noises in honor of our Savior, Lord and Savior, being on here to answer questions. I'd love a Q&A with Jesus, and hear more of what he has to say. Bring him on one night, get a crowd listening. Next thing you know, the best part is, I'm pretty sure this is Aaron, it's Jesus on here. What would be funny is, if all of a sudden people are like, it's Jesus Christ. He's appeared on you. And people are gullible as shit. They'd be like, he's come back. He's come back. He said he'd come back in the flash of a light. Being you turn your screen on, your phone or on the TV screen or computer screen, and it's him there. And they'd be like crowding my YouTube channel. It's him. We must follow Peddling Pete's auctions to get more wisdom. How is Lucifer? Do you guys still communicate? And are you and Lucifer in an afterlife, or are you living? I would imagine you're living because you came back from the dead, right? So he's not dead because he was resurrected, Jesus. So he came back from the dead. And so, deities, gods, they're not dead, and they're omnipresent and omnipotent. So you guys are basically the pimps in the afterlife to keep everybody in line, whether you're good or bad. That last laugh would be on us, Pete, if it really was. It would be really funny. Well, especially some of the things Jesus said, some kind of unflattering things about me. I think Jesus is afraid now, and I know people are tuning in who were tuning in later to this and be like, he's talking to Jesus. All you got to do is look at the feed. They came on as Jesus Christ on here. And so we have a mystery person who I believe I know who it is impersonating Jesus. And
Jesus wants to buy the Flash.
How much is the Flash? If you can guarantee me eternal salvation, I guess I'll if you could guarantee me eternal salvation, we'll work out a deal. That would kind of trump surpass Trump, liking the book in my collection. But I'm gonna have to. What I'll do? What I'll do is you have to keep a Donald Trump. You have to have a re-elect Donald Trump sign in your front yard down in Florida, Jesus. We got to get a Trump sign, and you have to wear a Trump shirt for like a whole month every day, and then I give you the book. Just turn a tree into cash. I need the Lord and the Savior's discount.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this is Aaron. I know it's Aaron. Isn't it past your bedtime, Aaron? Your wife's gonna fucking whip your ass, And this is the best part. His wife, her nickname. I'm not kidding you. Her nickname is Satan. Because years ago, when we were at a party, she was wearing these Satan horns.
Does this mean Jesus married Satan?
How much though on the Flash? $2,500. That's your discount, Jesus.
That's good shit.
I tell you what, dear Jesus Christ, Satan's going to get out of bed in a minute and catch you in that office over there in Florida at your house in Florida. Because his office is right beside their little office, their little communal office is right beside the bedroom, and she go get up out that bed and whoop your ass all over that little Florida house of yours. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to do that either. I think I'm pretty tough, but I don't think I'm that tough. That would be bad. Yeah, Baltimore would be a bad one to wear that in. Woo. Any part of Baltimore, or certain parts even more. That's a rough camp. Screw that noise. I think I lost him at the Trump thing. What did he say? Did he say something?
No, not that I see.
There's a little bit of lag. You're getting things sooner than me. That's why. He's gotten quiet. Satan, his wife Satan's probably came in the office yelling at him, and like, what the hell are you doing, Aaron? Why are you Jesus on the screen? And has him twisted by the ear and like dragging him back in the bedroom. It's past your curfew. You need to go to bed. That's some good stuff. We got a 75% answer on if they've seen a UFO. Did you answer it?
Yes.
See, you
Trump
answered.
Was my most loyal follower.
Satan caught him with handful of Holy Spirit. That's some great shit there. Well, I was about to sign off, and then Jesus came. So, you can't necessarily just close the door when the good Lord comes a calling. Hello, Pete. I am your father. Susie, we know you're here.
No.
I know the evil that you do to your pit bull, Jake.
Satan caught him with a handful of Holy Spirit.
Hey, Jesus, what do you think about my pit bull, Jake? Jake from State Farm, the pit bull.
Jake's coming.
He's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Satan.
Okay.
Hey, Jesus. Jesus, what do you think about my pit bull, Jake? Jake, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. What do you think about him? He wants a rematch. I've got a video with Jake wrestling Jesus Christ. Jesus actually wrestled Jake. Jesus actually wrestled Jake I think he is a good boy. Okay. Jake and Jesus Christ on here actually have a history of wrestling matches. They wrestled in 3 matches down in Florida, and it was the fight for Florida. It was the Battle of the Palms, and Jake actually defeated Jesus Christ 3 different times. True story, soundly. And even in their pre-fight build-up where they were to meet before the fight, Jake like punked him out and bit him on the hand. So there is animosity between Jesus and Jake. We could have like another fight, the rubber match, called Jesus and Jake the eternal feud or something like that, or the undertaking. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Salute to you guys and to Jesus Christ there, and we will talk more later. Out. Say goodnight, Sudan.
Nighty night, y'all.